All right, the LA Chargers just found the perfect trade back partner. We had talked about this a little bit before, so we're going to talk about it a little bit more. We're going to talk about it a little bit more right now, but before we do that, hey, we are Lions fans. You see some of the gear, some of the stuff in the back, but we also love Jim Harbaugh, and you mix him in that powder blue uniform, best jerseys in the game, them and the Honolulu Blues of Detroit. And we're like, we need to start a channel. You guys have been fantastic. We've had so many subs. Keep hitting that subscribe button. We're so thankful for it. We did not expect it to go this fast, this well, this soon. So thank you so much for doing that. So here's what we want to talk about in this one. The Chargers have been linked to a really, really good, and it just makes sense, trade partner at the NFL Combine. And that trade partner is none other than the Atlanta Falcons, moving from pick number 8. The Falcons GM, Terry Fontenot, actually talked about it a little bit, and they talked about how there's an elephant in the room with the quarterback position. Now, Fontenot didn't come out and straight say, we're going to get a new quarterback. But he did say that quarterback is the highest priority. He said whether we do that through the draft, through free agency, or through a trade. Now, trade, maybe. Are they in the Justin Fields market? That would be a trade. Are they in the Russell Wilson market? That would be a trade. So that is kind of there. Through free agency, it's Kirk Cousins or nothing. So, there's not a lot going on there. Maybe they're in the Baker Mayfield market. I don't know. It's not like that would be, it would be an upgrade, but I have my own thoughts on Baker. But here's where I am even more convinced that they're not going to settle with the quarterback room that they have. Raheem Morris was shockingly honest when he spoke to the media just a couple days ago. And here's what he said. He said, if we had better quarterback play, I'm probably not standing here at this podium. Dang. So he's sitting there, the new head coach for the Falcons, and he's not wasting any time. He's basically saying those guys that were in the room were terrible. Now, that was Taylor Heineke and Desmond Ridder. And those guys got the team to 7-10. But we're not here to talk about the Falcons. We're here to talk about the Chargers. So, if the Chargers were to trade, what could that look like? How much could they get? Well, on the Bolt beat, it was talking about it. He goes, as great as it would be to try and pry the Falcons' 2025 first-round pick off their hands, that is probably a bit rich to move up just 3 spots in the draft. However, if the right quarterback falls, the Chargers could absolutely get the 40th pick from the Falcons and move back 3 spots. Okay, let's talk about this. So we have a big board on Tankathon. So I want to look at a couple of, honestly, different things. First, let's look at the order of the draft, and that's only if my internet will ever load it. So we'll maybe start with the big board, and we'll kind of go from there. But I want to actually talk about, what is in store, all right? What is in store for us, the Chargers? So the Chargers currently have the 5th pick, which is great. That's exactly what you want, all right? And that's nice about that pick is one of 2 things is going to happen. Either you're going to have 3 quarterbacks go in the first 3 picks, Chicago, Washington, New England, or a quarterback could likely drop. The Arizona Cardinals have been very clear that they are good and comfortable sticking with Kyler Murray, that they want to move forward with him, which can make sense or doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter. How it affects the Chargers is they probably won't be going quarterback. So if it goes quarterback, you are left to Arizona, very likely Marvin Harrison Jr. And then the Chargers can get Malik Nabers. Now, if Chicago says, no, we're good with Fields, and New England trades up with them or something like that, then they take Marvin Harrison Jr., the Cardinals take Malik Nabers, and you have a quarterback sitting there. Everybody knows the Giants want a quarterback. So if the Atlanta Falcons want to have a shot at a quarterback, be it Drake May, be it Jaden Daniels, they are going to need to trade ahead of the New York Giants in order to get one. They're going to need to trade ahead. So then you would be looking at possibly saying, okay, great. So the Chargers will get that pick. And then they have the 40th pick in the second round. And I believe they have, the 37th pick in the second round too. So 37 overall, 40 overall. Pick 5 and pick 8 in the second round. How awesome is that? So they trade back to 8. And you can almost guarantee at 8 you're going to have either Rome Odunze or Brock Bowers available. All right, and maybe that's what you want. Maybe you're saying, hey, how about we save some money in our free agency, so we went and we want Dallas Turner at edge. Maybe you want another tackle, right? Maybe you want a tackle opposite, all right? Maybe you want to replace Trey Pipkins is what I'm saying. So maybe Joe Alt's available or Olu Fashanu. Like, there are a lot of good players, but then you add to the talent because you sat there and you're now going to get pick 40. And when you get pick 40, you have a lot of really good players available. All right? When you look back, and this is what we're already looking at for your pick 37, right? You have offensive tackle Jordan Morgan. If you want to go corner, Rakestraw might still be available. You've got wide receivers like Xavier Worthy, who's just stupid fast. You have edge rushers like Braylon Trice, right? You have players that are available. You have defensive linemen like Chris Jenkins or Tavondre Sweat. These are the kind of guys that Harbaugh would go for, right? The more big-bodied interior linemen that can stop the run but do other things too. So if you are saying to me, all right, I'll move back, and I'll still get a very talented player in the first round, but I'll also get a second-round pick, I'm saying that's what's up, and that's exactly what the Chargers should do. It would be the perfect trade-back scenario. Now, because there's no chance you're drafting a quarterback. So that's just what I'm saying. All right, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. We want to keep building this thing. We want to be your go-to source for Chargers content. So hit that subscribe button so you know when we're putting out new videos. By the way, every single day is what we'll do. All right, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.